I don't know if we have reached the summit or the base. Regardless, this is episode 40 of Après STEEP, and this is episode 90 of Nick and Mitch podcasts. That's just, it's hard to get our brains around it. We have a short main topic and a whole bunch of love to dish out right before Riders Republic drops. It is next week. Mitch, it's next week.
It's 3 days.
We have so much to do. Let's get into it. Enjoy the final episode of Après STEEP, episode 40.
We are now just 8 days away from the launch of Riders Republic, but they just announced that we will have a trial week, which will be starting tomorrow for everyone on all platforms. You can play up to 4 hours of Riders Republic just before the game launches, and you get to keep your progress this time. So if you played any of the betas, you'll only have to do the intro one more time, and then that's it. And we'll get the progress. You can have your money, you can have your cool outfits for when the game launches. So make sure to download the early access, the trial week, if you want to. They also just released a new live action trailer with a bike rider, and that was insane. I mean, you could see some behind the scenes on his Instagram of how they filmed that, but that's why Nick was saying, I'm not going to take your words. This is why Riders Republic will sell more than Steep, because that trailer just had so much in it. It's going to get a ton of people hyped. This weekend, we do have Stefan's Just Steep It's community edit premiering Saturday the 23rd at 8 p.m. GMT. Looks to be about 40 minutes of Steep content. A ton of different people submitted. I want to say at least 20, maybe more. I remember having... I think we might have a clip submitted too. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's in there. We're probably not good enough, but we'll watch and see. And also on this weekend, probably Sunday, we will have the TFG Canyon Fodder event live on YouTube. So you'll be able to watch that, see which of the top 5 riders takes it home in the canyon. We will be doing the TFG Best Beta Trick competition from the Riders Republic beta about, a week or two after launch, once everyone's been playing the game a little bit. So we'll have more news for that. But right now, let's do our final main topic of Après STEEP.
So, Mitch, you're a fan of Harry Potter, right? I mean, you don't even have to be a fan, but you understand Harry Potter. You've seen them or read the books, yeah?
I understand it, yes. I read the first 4.5 books. I stopped halfway through 5 and then just didn't finish.
Okay.
And then I've seen most of the movies, so I at least understand what's going on. I know some of the stuff, why.
All right. Well, no, I mean, we all know that I cannot read, period. So I've seen all of the movies. But Mr. Man 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the name I call my cat. That's kind of weird. Mr. Man gave us a topic for this week, and it kind of sounds like Harry Potter. You'll see what I'm talking about right now. What Mr. Man thinks would be really cool in Riders Republic would be something like lodges, where you didn't have to pay money to enter, but it would be like you're joining a big clan, and there would be a handful of them. Let's say 4 lodges. And at the end of the month, those lodges compete for prizes, compete for kits, something, and the lodge that has the most points or whatever else that they're scoring that month will win that prize. So it's like Harry Potter, where all 4 houses are competing for points, 10 points Gryffindor, and at the end they get a McDonald's cheeseburger or something at the end of the month. I don't know what the prizes were in Harry Potter. Again, can't read, but Riders Republic could lend itself to something like this. And it's kind of like a topic we've discussed before with community clans. How, you could just wear a steep patch or a check my steez patch whenever you're up on the mountain. Something like that would be really cool to identify in a subgroup of riders. But this takes it to another level, and it uses, it kind of feels like Fall Guys too. You pick blue team, and at the end of the month, if you're on blue team won, so you win some prize. What are your thoughts on that?
I could see that being, I don't know, an interesting system. You'd have to find a way to divide it, but I kind of like that idea of splitting everyone into 4 teams you have to pick one kind of like a registration week or what's rush week in colleges for sororities and fraternities. Like you got 1 week to go check them all out, decide which one you want to join, and then there's like 4 factions in the game. I don't know how you'd get the score, but you know, whoever does the best then gets some exclusive like season, or what are they calling them? Maybe, I think season 1, 2, and 3 in the year pass. You win an exclusive item like the season 1 champs or something with that kind of logo and design. I think that would be kind of cool. You would want the teams to end up somewhat balanced, so I'm not sure how you would split them up or where you would kind of come up with that idea, but yeah.
Yeah, that was my main thought with this. It's an awesome idea, but I think the community angle would work a lot better than having lodges competing for a substantial prize. You know, again, if it's a hoodie in the game that says season 1 champion, that's one thing. But if it's like, hey, you know, your team wins, and if you're on that team, you're entered to win a snowboard, or you're entered to win a pair of Oakleys or something like that. Like that's, you know, you're pushing into legal territory there. I'm not sure how you would balance those teams. I think that's an interesting concept, though.
I think I would just have them split up in the teams that we kind of saw in Steep. So we'd have the wingsuit gang, but it would be, you know, the people who prefer the wingsuit and the rocket wingsuit. Then you could have the winter sports like ski and snowboard. Then you would have the bike people. And the final one, you would just have the psychos riding the funky gear only. Air, snow, street, and psychos. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. The 4 main pillars of action sports, right?
Yeah. Boom. Got it done.
But yeah, you would just have to have people kind of aligned to one of those. And then I don't know how you can't just have, you know, add up everyone's points. It would have to be like highest averages or something. I don't know how you decide who is the winner based on that, because the wingsuit people are still going to play the other sports. So I mean, it would just still be a cool concept, even if they had like 4 houses, like he's talking about, different lodges designed in that idea. So one that's kind of wingsuits, maybe it has one of those little wind tunnels that you can fly around in. And the ski one's just more like a ski lodge. The bike one, I haven't spent too much time around bikes, so, you know, kind of like a bike shop where you can fix stuff up, do a lot of tuning.
I think they put hooks on the walls or something.
Yeah, you can like hang the bike up, something like that. And then the psycho one would just be absolute chaos inside. There'd be like furniture turned upside down, but it would be a constant party.
Bottles and bunch of mohawks. You gave me a good idea, and I'm sorry I can't retrace the steps to where it came from. It was like in the last 2 minutes. Instead of competing lodge versus lodge, competing within your lodge might be easier. So, you know, you say, hey, Wingsuit Lodge, this month we have, I'm just going to use a hoodie again. We have a pullover hoodie that has Wingsuit Gang on the front of it. If you complete challenge XYZ with a time or a score of blank, you receive your hoodie for your clan. And all of the clans receive the same hoodie with a different design on them. Yeah, but you have to fight, you have to do your specialty to receive that prize. I think that would be an easier way to go about it. You're not pitting one another against each other, but it still gives more diversity with the kits and the custom outfits and all of that.
Yeah, we just want merch. That's what it all comes down to at the end of the time, right?
Steal our ideas and send us those hoodies in real life. That's what we want. Pay us in merch, please.
Yeah, you could also split them up by people who like to race, people who like to freestyle, people who like to just be in nature, and then like content creators. But there's not really a challenge you can do for. Well, I guess you could create
travel X amount of miles, travel X amount of meters.
That's true. Take so many photos, so many videos whenever, or spend so much time in director mode if that ever comes out. Right. Something like that.
we saw the photo mode, the little camera on the street sign last week. Yeah, I believe was it Pancaked or TRP? I think it was Thunder. Thunder TRP posted a picture of like a photo op spot. So that could be like an explorer, you know, go and get 8 photo op spots that aren't on the map. Find this Easter egg, do XYZ. Yeah, I mean that system would be difficult to keep track of in the game, but it seems like something that would be within the wheelhouse of the game, especially because they're going arcadey. I don't want to say battle royale, but to some extent, there's a lot more multiplayer. There's a lot more multiplayer customization, freedom to do, to track your stuff in the larger world versus Steep. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I really like that. And we've been fighting for that since before we even saw a trailer or gameplay. Just once we knew the game, we were like, yeah, we need community patches in there. We need some custom identification. And I think, even if you're not a part of these online communities, you're not a part of a Discord server or whatever, you still deserve to have some sort of identity and some sort of community in the game. And I think being more generic in the game of, here's the mountain bikers, and they get a hat or something, a pair of gloves for the mountain bikers. I think that'd be a really, really cool way to identify with your community in the game.
Yeah, no, I do like that idea of just, I like joining something and joining a group in the game and kind of having to make a decision. We can cut this if not, was there some time in Fortnite where it was like good versus bad or something and you kind of had to work towards one side?
Yes, yeah, so that was a few seasons back.
Was it the Spies?
It was the Spies season. Mm-hmm. And there were two different paths. Like one path was the good path and it unlocked, I think there were like 4 extra things that you could unlock as a good guy. And then you could go and do other missions for the bad guy stuff. So it wasn't like Red Dead where you have to decide, your meter fills up good or bad. It was kind of just, hey, these missions will get you this prize. These missions will get you that prize. And I think that would honestly be the easiest way to do this.
Yeah, something like that would be cool where you really dedicated yourself to the bike. So
psycho challenges.
Yeah. Oh, don't even rocket everything.
It writes itself.
Yeah, just rocketing around the map. That's going to be us because we're not going to hold a candle to anyone else in this in the actual sports.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just going to try and thread every single needle in Bryce Canyon without using brakes. That's the first challenge. That's the first psycho challenge that we're posting. Oh man, but thank you to Mr. Man 1234 over on the Discord for submitting this wonderful topic. He said at the bottom, please don't make this a full topic, but there it is. Sorry, ain't nothing you could do about it now.
Yep.
You capped off Après STEEP.
Last week, we looked at Thunder TRP's photo from the Riders Republic Beta Weekly Challenge, and we thought that was going to be it. We didn't have any more submissions until Liam Hooper came through, right?
Whoa.
Hopper?
Yeah.
Hooper.
Yeah, let's roll with it.
Liam Hooper came through and submitted 4 more beauties to this album. Nick and I were fighting once again over picking our pictures, but I'm going to go with the skiing one that he has. There's only one skiing, the rest are bikes, and man, he is just... It's such a beautiful shot. The color work in all of these photos were amazing. He took a ton of time. I can tell trying to get the right ambiance, the right sun height, the azimuth, and all of those other fancy terms that were in the photo editor. But you have the skier in the sky just holding a beautiful grab, looking back towards the mountain, and you can see that beautiful landscape that this game has with the trees, the snow, the mountains in the background, the chairlift, the sun setting, it all just comes together.
Yeah, the chairlift is my favorite part of that whole thing. I couldn't tell you why, but that's just
I think it just makes it. The line goes exactly where you want to when you compose a photo, and it just, without that chairlift, it is a skiing photo, but now it is a piece of art.
Yeah. Oh, well said. I mean, and yeah, look at number 2 here. I'm going to pull up my second picture right now. These skies are something else. If nothing else, Liam is just showing us how versatile the sky is. Last week we saw Thunder TRP taking on a galaxy design using the night sky and that snow feature to his advantage. And right now we're seeing some awesome, I still don't know if this is morning or sunset. Regardless, it's gorgeous. Just look at it. I mean, bike rider, sure. But, just the ramp in the foreground, all of those trees, the lights, looks like lights coming down the hill. I'm not sure. This is beautiful. It is just scenic, gorgeous. I am lost for words with this one. Just look at it and take it all in.
Thank you very much to Liam for submitting these photos. It really capped off the show perfectly, and we have to start a new album now because it is no longer Riders Republic beta time. We will have early access to the game at this point. Everyone's going to have that trial week starting Thursday, which means you have times to get a couple photos in for this album. So we can do what? I say welcome to the Republic kind of the
Welcome to the
grand opening.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's going to be the first weekly challenge, first photo album of Riders Republic. So welcome to the Republic, grand opening, throw confetti, fireworks, do whatever you want, pop the champagne. That's the full title of the album. Go in there, take your best pictures and submit it. Yeah, we cannot wait to see what you guys have in store, especially now that you have gotten some examples from some of the early creators here. You know, we've seen, again, I'm going to say it again, Thunder TRP and Liam Hooper just slamming some gorgeous pictures down into this photo album. There's no excuse. Get out there, make something pretty, please.
I can't wait to see what people come up with in this. Just from the beta pictures we had, just like the older people too. We had Flair and we had Pancake Life. Their photos were pretty as ever, and then the newcomers were just wowing us with them. So I'm excited. I will definitely take a couple photos to put into this album, and we'll leave this one for probably 2 or 3 weeks, just because some people will be doing the 4-hour trial week, and then I'm sure we'll have a lot more people joining us at launch. So I can't wait to see just how big that grows.
Yeah, I'm super excited that new names are dropping into this photo album. You know, already shows just us, you and I, that this is reaching a new audience. So that is very encouraging moving into the new game here. One last bit of Steep content here before we close the doors. No, we're not locking them. We're just closing the doors so we can focus on what's in the next room here. This is the 10th edit and the final edit of Pancake Life's Steep content. It is titled Frame, and it premiered on October 17th. This one is a masterpiece, and I believe you said Flair did the intro work with all of those line works?
Yeah,
was he commissioned for that?
I think so. He did that intro animation with his name and all of that, so just a beautiful piece of work. And I think Flair was riding in the video too. I think I saw that down in the credits. Crazy to watch how Pancake, his edits have just kind of grown as he's created all of these too. So if you need some encouragement on what to do, just go watch his. He said just 10 Steep edits. His first one, at least I can find on his channel, Do What You Love. I mean, that was less than a year ago. And he's done 10, and he has improved so much. So you don't need to do that many edits to get used to it. You just got to do a couple and get the feel for it, and then you'll be creating some amazing content.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to go back through the history, through the archives of Steep content and fantastic editors and creators, please head over to our Discord channel. It's linked down below. And you can go to the self-promo tab, and that's where everyone shares all of their fabulous content. You can also go to nickandmitch.com/filmfest and give a look to all of those creators. I believe, how many, 10, 12 creators?
I think so. Yeah.
A fair amount. I mean, we had a bunch of videos submitted, but some of those creators that submitted to the Film Fest also gave, like, here's my first edit ever, here's my latest edit. You know, we premiered a brand new edit, and we had someone's first go. So yeah, seeing that transformation in some riders in under a year, there's no excuse. I mean, just get it done. There's so many free softwares out there now that you can just, you know, even load on your phone. I'm ranting. I want everyone to go out there and create. If you love what Pancake is doing, if you love what Flair is doing, do it yourself. Put your own spin on it. Get it done. We're all coming into Riders Republic on the ground floor. Now is the perfect time to try out something new. Throw it against the wall and see if it sticks.
Yep, I mean, we're always the biggest advocates for that, so I won't add too much, but just go watch our first content and then go watch some of our current stuff, and it takes a while, but it's so worth it. So, you know, just love this game, love this community, can't wait to see what's next with the new game. It's finally here after 4 or 5 years since the launch of Steep, so we've made it to the sequel.
I am so excited, and I'm super proud of us. This is the time of the episode where we pat each other on the back. Mitch, we have done 90 episodes, 90, posted on YouTube for the public to watch. That's unreal. We started this during the pandemic. We both had way too much time on our hands besides work. We were going insane with, animals, girlfriends in the house. Just life was our tiny little bubble of a house, and we decided to build something fun, something we've been wanting to do since the beginning of STEEP, and we caught it right at the tail end, and I believe we have built ourselves a beautiful foundation to just launch ourselves, catapult into Riders Republic. So, I mean, well done. You want to talk about a creator who has traversed mountains, pun absolutely intended, traversed mountains to get to where he is right now. You're looking at him on the other side of the screen. You have just become a machine. I said at the beginning, but it's, it holds true every single week. You guys are not ready for what Mitch has put together for Riders Report. It's going to be next level.
I can't wait to. And some of the ideas, the ideas you come up with, the ones you pump out for us too. It's just perfect team, perfect match made. I think episode 100, it looks like it might be around Christmas time at this point.
Oh,
so
of course,
right?
We planned it perfectly. Great
and
job.
29th, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, this is 40, right? Yeah.
Quick math, fast math. Yeah.
29th.
Yeah.
Which is like the end of the year. So like the end of 2 years essentially will be 100. So that one will be a party.
Yeah.
Can't wait to record that one. And then
I might be recording that one from Wisconsin. We'll have to wait and see. That's exciting.
Do a 100-hour live stream to celebrate.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But before we get to all of the rest of our typical outro reel, real quick, thank you to all of our members, Bone Crusher 2D, Coach 34 up there as executive producers, co-producers, It's the Mort and Mitch's mom, shout out Mama Bell, and of course our fans and Fans Plus, and everyone else who has just given us a watch, who has joined the Discord and shared a funny meme or showed us what their mom was cooking for dinner that night. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your lives, and we hope that you guys stick with us as we transform yet again. It is our third transformation under 100 episodes, but Riders Report will be here soon, and it will be here to stay for quite a while. So I believe this will be the final transformation of the Nick and Mitch podcast. Just thank you for supporting us. Thank you for giving us something to look forward to every week. This has truly become a part of our weekly routines, and it's really weird not talking to you guys on the channel whenever we have to skip a week. So, just thank you.
It's so weird when we have an off week. We just it's thrown off.
Dude, I forgot to take my trash out one week. Because I take my garbage out after we're done recording these. Mm-hmm. And we didn't record on a Monday, and Tuesday morning rolled by, and I watched the garbage truck drive right past my house. I'm like, oh no.
That's what happens. You got to watch out.
Thank God we didn't get rats.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for everyone to see Riders Report too. It's going to be the same type of show, but just a little bit different in looks and, different games. So I'm just really excited for that one. That's the show we want to do. So it's finally here. You already said join as a member. You can subscribe to the channel just to catch these and all of our action sports competitions, our Discord, Instagram, website, other links, Twitter. I think I saw you replied to Riders Republic on Twitter.
I sure did. Yeah, they called out Red Bull. And they said, first one to the top of the mountain or bottom of the mountain wins for Red Bull Rampage. I believe it was something, I forget the whole thing, but I said, hey, who's commentating Riders Republic versus Red Bull Race? Like, could it be us? And I believe Bones went and seconded that. It was like, yeah, pick them. But yeah, so we tweeted for the first time in like 40 weeks.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, go down below, check out all of those links, click them, figure out what they all do. Thank you so much again for 40 incredible episodes of Après STEEP and 90 incredible episodes of Nick and Mitch podcasts. We will see you here, same place, same time next week under a brand new name. Riders Report is up next. This is officially the end of Après STEEP. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the other side. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yins on the slopes.